Title.
Hi, I'm Rebeka Herron, and I'm one of the producers of the day Lacey called. In 2016, Heidi and I met at the Canadian Film Center, and we started working together. And after that, we got talking about, working on a project together that we could co-produce, and this was one of them that she found. And the story just seems super interesting and intriguing, especially since it's a true story. So. I think this film will attract both horror film genre fans and also faith-based fans, and also just people who like to go to the cinema during Halloween. The film has a faith-based storyline, but it also has some horror elements with our possession of Roxanne. I think this film is both. I think it has both elements of faith-based stories, but it also has the perfect kind of combination of horror film elements with Roxanne's possession, and we've had a contortionist on a couple days, and we have some stunts, and yeah, I think it kind of marries those. And then of course it's still a drama. I think what's interesting about this film is that we have more fleshed out characters, so we kind of have arcs in our characters, whereas a lot of horror films or slasher films are not really into character arcs. They're more into like how gruesome killing is. So yeah, I think that's what sets us apart. I think we see a lot of indie horror films out there where it's a lot of like a couple people in a room and then they're trapped or they're stuck or they're running for their lives, and this is a little bit different. This is a story about pride, essentially, and our lead characters sort of grappling with his faith and also his marriage, and also trying to save somebody and be that white knight. So I think we kind of have a few different themes in this movie that's different than a lot of other horror films. Because this is based on a true story, we definitely wanted to find a director who would be willing to keep a lot of the real story elements and dialogue verbatim from the book and the story. So we needed to find a director who was comfortable doing that, and also comfortable with the sort of limits that we had to tell this story in a way, because we wanted to keep it really true to the real life story. And I had the chance to work with Jimmy over the last year here in the Sioux, and just saw like what a great director he is, and how kind he is to his actors, and how kind he is to his crew, and all of that goes a long way when making a very small production and very small budget. So that was something we were looking for, and I love Jimmy to pieces. He's like one of my best friends now, so
Fantastic.
Well, we were originally toying with the idea of going union, non-union for a while, and then I was working on a project with Jimmy last September, and Jarrett, our lead, who plays Bill, was in this short film, and I kept thinking throughout the casting process, like, Jarrett could be really good as Bill. Jarrett would be really great as Bill. And then Jimmy had sent me some footage of his short film, and so I shared it with Heidi and Trish and the team, and we were like, Jarrett is Bill. About my horror films, The Exorcist, the original one. I grew up watching horror, so like Hellraiser franchise, It, like the original It. And like something that like still to this day like creeps me out is the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.